Well, good day. This is Chief. We've come to the end of an era. I miss getting these boxes. I really do. I really do miss getting those boxes. But when they went to the foil wrap, or whatever you want to call it, the plastic wrap, yeah. Well, Lootcrate Fallout is dead. And according to the email I got back, it seems that only Lootcrate exists. When it moved from California to, I think it's Minnesota or Wisconsin now, don't know, didn't pay attention to it. They told me, oh yeah, we wrote you guys all a letter like a few months ago letting you know that Fallout Lootcrate was over and done with. And no. So I got 2 loot crates full of junk, 3 items each. Yeah, 3 items. I'm 4. So yeah, the first loot crate I got had a Rugrats Reptar cereal keychain. I didn't open the first loot crate because about a week later I got another one. Like, bada boom, bada beam. I was like, what the heck is this? And then I got this funky cereal bucket hat. And it's got a cereal bowl with a splash of milk and some of the Fruit Loops splashing out of it. It actually fits me, which is quite surprising. One would have thought that this would be for a child and not a 70-year-old man. Maybe I can wear it to the beach. Probably not. And got a t-shirt. At least I finally started getting t-shirt again, but I don't think I'm going to wear a Snuffleupagus t-shirt. So, like I said, I got one right after the other, so they sat on my counter for a couple days after I got the second one, and sending off an email saying, hey, what gives? Of course, I didn't say that. Then I finally opened them, and then I'm like, okay, what gives? What happened to Fallout? And then they said, oh, we canceled the Fallout Loot Crate like a few months ago. And then I'm like, okay, well, if the Fallout... And I said, well, please end my subscription because, you know, the Loot Crate Fallout have gone downhill. It's almost nothing. But we wrote you. No, you didn't. I checked. I even went back and looked for the last 90 days of emails. Nothing from Loot Crate saying, oh, we canceled. And then in the second Loot Crate, I got a wonderful Super Grover from Sesame Street keychain. And something I'm not even going to bother opening. It is a superhero poncho. So I don't know if inside all this red is Superman or what. Maybe I'll open it. Why not? Last Loot Crate, the end of a era, so to speak. And it keeps unfolding and folding. Oh, it is a poncho. It's actually got a hood. All red, and then we got like what looks like supposedly it would be a Superman chest, but his utility belt, I can't see, I don't know if you're seeing it, but his utility belt says LC for Loot Crate. Yeah. I don't know how waterproof that would be. Maybe I'll check it. We've been getting a lot of rain here in San Antonio off and on. And then the last item I got is another t-shirt. It's a Yumi t-shirt, so anime, which I'm really not into. So, like I said, I missed these. I really did. I mean, when they started out, we got some good stuff. Because I was also doing Loot Crate. I was also doing Loot Crate Star Trek. And I was also doing Loot Crate Firefly / Serenity. I mean, the first season, as they called it, because, you know, 13 figurines, 13 episodes. They gave us all the crew, Badger, you know, Saf Bridge, whatever the heck, all her name. And then they started the second season with Kaylee in her pink formal dress that made her look like a sheep, according to Malcolm. And all of a sudden, I think that's when, can't remember, I'd have to look. I think that's when COVID hit, or everything just went to hell when COVID hit. So, end of an era, end of a Loot Crate. Oh, I did ask them, since, they did inform me, like they said, we informed you that Fallout was dead, but in my email I said, did you ever receive the head and the tail to the Death Claw? And he's sitting up there on a shelf over there without a head, without a tail, because when they gave us the first panic news that they had gone belly up, where's Liberty Prime? Liberty Prime's on another shelf. We were told, oh, you're going to get everything but the head, but we got fortunate enough to get the head. When I found Loot Crate on one guy's website and then got interested in it and started doing it, I actually did about 8 or 9 videos before I finally posting them. I was trying to get comfortable talking to a camera. And I remember Loot Crate, I think they started out good, found out that they were popular with just the theme of the month, and then they started to submit these lists, like, out of these genres, pick your top 4 or 5, I can't remember which. What they should have done is shrunk that list by half, saying these are the top 20, 25, pick your top 5 again, and then shrink that again by down to 12 or 13, and then go, oh, pick your top 4, and then concentrate on those, and if you liked it. And another question they should have asked, if we do make these Loot Crates, will you purchase them? And then that way they could have, it's done like an initial 4, regardless of the genres, because like I said, I was doing Star Trek. I think I only got like 6 boxes for that one. I was doing, like I said, Serenity. I got season 1 and then the first box for season 2, and then it died. And those are good Loot Crates. I mean, I've had people, because when I wear the t-shirts at first, even just from the standard Loot Crates, people go, oh, I got that shirt, Loot Crate, right? And I go, yeah, Loot Crate. Oh, but I get a lot, oh, I don't subscribe to it anymore because I didn't like some of the stuff. I said, well, that's Christmas gifts, that's birthday gifts. And they're like, oh, I never thought of that. So that's how I got rid of some of the stuff that I didn't like, because with the initial Loot Crates, and that was the first one I killed, because I'm like, well, I'm done with the genre of the month, because I had the other 3 that I was doing. And then, like I said, Star Trek only did 6. And then when Serenity died, oh, that was a heartbreak. So I stuck with Fallout, but then there was a period of time, I don't know what happened, because there's like about 5 or 6 boxes I think I'm missing, because they used to number the pins. Remember the pins with the box, and they would give the name of the, it's like even the cards that used to come with the initial boxes to tell you what was in it, that disappeared. It's like, really, that card cost that much that you had to put it to the wayside. So yep, Loot Crate, it had its run, and now it's dead, down to 3 items. And according to what they wrote me, they were only charging me by the Loot Crate set, rather than, because before you paid for like, I think, a 6-month subscription, because for every other month you paid for 3 boxes at a time. So this is Chief out. Last Loot Crate. Fallout's dead. Everything's dead. And as far as I'm concerned, Loot Crate is dead, because it's not even a theme anymore. It's just random stuff. I mean, because we got anime, Sesame Street, and a superhero poncho in that last one. What's the theme? Those three don't seem to jive very well. Except for, well, Grover was in a superhero cape. Cape and a poncho are two different things. And you wearing a cape? I don't see a cape on the t-shirt, so this Chief out. So long, Lootcrate. Bye-bye.